It's the last day of our lockdown superhero workshop. Some great work been coming in. I've been seeing it on Facebook, and today's the day. The goodies we've created clash with the baddies we've created, whether you've made up your own or you're using some of these. As you can see, my mushroom, by those little marks, it looks like he's flying in that direction, and the pepper looks like he's just been hit, and those little marks make it look as though he's been knocked back a little bit. I'm not sure whether that's sweat or tears, but it looks a bit startled because he's been knocked back by the mushroom, defeated by the goodies. Just like our goodies are defeating this corona, you included. You're doing great at home, really patient, and you're going to come out of this with a new skill as well, so you're winning. So if you want to draw people instead of objects, do this, like an M shape and another M shape. Two M's next to each other. Hope you get a chance to get your pencil ready then. I wasn't rushing you along too much. Just do lines coming down. Pause if you get behind. There's no mad rush here. We can just take our time. I've been working on this, try and make it easy. So you got a line coming down from there. This is going to be a superhero fist, and I've been trying a real straightforward way of doing it. So if you can follow me, we've got like a little shape there. It's like our back to front C again. That's like a W shape, and you begin to see the front of the fist. That's the thumb there, that little funny shape. That's the thumb. And these are like the knuckles, the fingers, and you get like a little fold in the skin there. So that is like a fist, and you can put a nail on there. Hopefully that looks like a fist to you, because I've been trying to find a real easy way of drawing a hand for you. So just behind there, and quite small, doesn't matter how small, you're going to have a face. The person's face or the superhero's face. You can do the eyes on there if you like, but I'm just going to do the girl's face that we did, which is a really simple face, and you've done some really good drawings of it. I've been looking at those. So that's the hair on the top. I've made it a little bit uneven on one side just to give it more character, really. I mean, she's probably flying along at a high speed, so we've got to take that into consideration. Because she's flying at us and her arm is outstretched, that's why the fist is so big compared to her face. It's looking in perspective, so we're trying to get a little bit of a different skill here, a little perspective. Now that the face that we did before, those determined eyebrows, the little eyes, and just the dot for a mouth. On the top we've got the hair tied up, so her hair doesn't go in her eyes when she's flying along at about 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, so we've got that curly line on the top. Now, instead of putting loads and loads, trying to draw every single hair, we just put a few, because the person's looking at the cartoon, that automatically looks like hair, and it saves you drawing every single one. It just gives the impression, the idea of hair. Now the body's really simple. We just do like a C shape there, follow the line of a face, and it's a real. It saves you drawing the whole body, because you can't really see it because a hand's in the way. We can just see her face. Now we're just doing a C shape here again. I keep saying C shape, but that's all they are. They're like letters, and that's a hand. Now instead of looking like she's lost the bottom part of her arm, we just do a line, and that looks like a hand is behind her back, like the classic Superman kind of pose. So just add just a little shape there for her legs. You hardly see her legs, and her feet are so small and the hand is so big, and you just feel as though she's flying towards you at high speed. If you've lost your way with this a little bit, if I've gone too quickly, I'm really sorry, but just pause it and make sure you give it a couple of goes. Don't expect to get it right first time. I don't get it right first time. I'll show you in a minute. So there, shade that in. You can go darker as you go down, because she's getting more and more in the shade. And when you colour a face in, whichever skin tone you use, just put a little bit of red over the top there. Red, not your pink pen, your red pencil. And just very lightly go over her cheeks. It looks like she's blushing a bit because she's trying so hard. I'll get my coloured pencils out soon. We'll have a go at that once we've mastered all these strokes I keep going on about. So a nice bit of shading with my pencil. and that just shows up the highlights. Even if you're doing it in coloured pencils, just go over it with a little bit of dark pencil at the end. Okay, what's this? What could that possibly be? Beach ball? Nope. Now I'm no good at geography, and this could be a different planet. Who knows? But that is a planet. Could be Earth. I don't think it looks like it. So I'm going to shade in. If you're shading it in, do it in blue, or whichever planet it is. Could be red, could be purple, any colour you want. I'm just going to do these go faster stripes, and she's flying off that planet. She's got from 0 to 1,000 in about half a second there. And in case she's in space, I'm going to put a few stars around. Don't waste all your black crayons though, trying to colour in the black background. Well, you can if you want. We'll get to watercolours as well soon. Watercolours are really nice to work with, but you do need a waterproof pen. There you go. There's me trying to get the hand right, trying to work out a simple way of drawing the hand. So I don't get it right first time, so don't you expect to get it right first time. Just keep trying. Look at that. That's what I finally came up with after all that drawing, all different angles. And I'm quite happy with that, even though I think the thumb's still a bit big. Anyway, if you're good at drawing, if you want to draw the man, the big macho man, okay, I've already drawn the face, so you can pause it while you catch up. Now I'm going to give him a great big shoulder here, a great big letter N. That's all they are, these shapes that we like to use. I think if you can write, you can draw. Okay. Now he's got massive arms. This guy has been doing that Joe Wicks workout like non-stop. So we won't do the upper arm yet. We're going to give a nice curve for the forearm. Okay, this is the forearm. And another curve for there. And that's it. And just finish it off with the cuff of his outfit. Now that his arm or his biceps, as big as you want it to be, depending, you know, it can go the other way and make it look a funny shape, but I'll just put it there. And that's all round shapes. And if you want to be really fancy, you just do a little shape there. That gives a bit more definition to his arm. Hand, we're going to do an easy shape like that little triangle there, and a little wiggly line. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got all his fingers this time. Chest, you can just join it onto that hand. I can already see I'm going to run out of space for his legs. That's me going wrong again. So you're probably doing it better than me, like you do with those carrots and everything. And Scott with his wheelie, scary wheelie bin, you've got to see that on my Facebook. You don't need anything from me, but you can draw, no problem at all. I think you know that. Okay, the hand, we're doing it similar to the one we did on the girl, the super girl. Same thing. If you can remember how to do that. I think I've done the thumb a bit better this time, not quite as big. So I'm doing the W's and joining them up, making the fingers and the little folds in the skin. So there's his hand. It can be in front of his chin. So it's kind of bigger than the other hand because it's facing forward. He's throwing a great punch here at something, a super punch. Okay, so you can just see bits of his arm. His chin's in the way, and you can hardly see it. So you can see those go faster stripes there, making it look as though he's doing a great big sweeping left hand punch. There's his cape, gone a bit wobbly. Now then, what am I going to do about these legs? I'm in trouble. I've run out of paper. Okay, I'm going to give him stupid little legs. 2 V shapes, that's all I'm giving him. His little V-shaped underpants. And a pair of boots. And a little tiny, oh my goodness, look at those shoes. That's embarrassing for a superhero. Look at that. So sorry, super guy. Okay. Finish off the cape. And then you can just put the little details on his belt. Bit of a chest going on there. He's been doing his press-ups, and you got to find out what he's been punching. But you can make up a word if you like you see these bam, bash, biff. You just do some nice square sort of lettering. Have a little go at this. It's different than the last lettering I did. I just put little dots where the gaps in the letters are. So I'm doing a made up word. I think it's made up. I hope it doesn't mean anything rude in a different language. Blap, probably does. Okay, and around it, so you do that first, and then you do like the star, like the blast shape, the impact shape, and it's just a lot of U's and ends, you know, just that curved shape again. Do it all around, but do your lettering first so you know it's going to fit. Okay, so what's he hitting? I'm doing a real wobbly, like I'm a bit nervous about drawing this, because I'm making wobbly, shaky lines. I'm making my hand shake a little bit as I draw it, because it looks like he's been hit really hard by that guy. But with a chest like that and arms like that, you can't be surprised. Okay, you might guess who it is now. I can't remember his name, I've forgotten it. But it was that tin of spray. What was it called? You'll know better than me, probably. You've probably drawn it better than me as well. So there's the nozzle, and there's the little shakes. He's been knocked back, and he's knocked the wind out of this guy. He's knocked the wind straight out of him. So I'm just adding little doodles here. I'm just making a few little shapes, just adding to the detail of the cartoon. It looks more and more complex as I do it. Jamie's cartoons, he's starting to look pretty complex with his cartoons. You must have been a decent cartoonist before you started, but I'm hoping you're learning something new. I hope you are. Felicity, just improving all the time. Very, very close to what I'm drawing. I can't believe sat in the in my little cartoon wagon. I still can't get my head around you sat at your tables drawing these wherever you are. It's brilliant. So I'll be sending out some more prizes after the weekend. Let's see what you can come up with. Let's see what characters you can make, what names you can give them. If you can give some of these movements to them like I've been doing, that'd be great. Fred's non-stop drawing. He's waiting for the next one. Sharpening his pencil all night. It's driving his parents mad. Okay, what I'm going to quickly do, I've had to speed it up a little bit because I've only got 15 minutes. I've got to keep it to a limited time, so pause it if you get behind. I'm making 2 circles and 2 V shapes. Okay, so those are the eyes and that is the beak. I'm just making the most of the time we've got because I want to show you as much as I possibly can. Now this is going to be something that could be in the sky. It's got something to do with your superheroes. If they're flying through the sky, this is a crazy looking bird. Okay, so these are the wings, like we draw fingers, but they sort of taper behind us. If you can pause it to catch up, because I've got to go really quickly here. I'm drawing quickly anyway, but not quite as quick as this. This is speeded up. I won't lie to you, this is speeded up. So those are the little shapes of the wings. So now I've got to do the body. But I'll do his hair first, that's it. I'll put some mad little bits of hair, some eyebrows. And for the body, we're just doing a U shape, but we're going to stop just there. We're not doing it all the way. It's looking a bit cute, this, I like it. Okay, now there's the body. So we're doing 2 straight lines for the legs, but those aren't all the legs. Those aren't all the legs, just stay with me on this one. So we're keeping the lines together, then that's like the thighs of the bird, that's where it goes into its body. Then we're doing, like we did with the sheep's hooves and everything, it's a bit like that U shape, very similar shape. Okay, I'm giving it big feet, and those are the other toes are just hiding behind that great big toe, and I'm going to put some little claws on the end so you can grip a branch when it lands. Then its tail, we'll give it a big silly tail. Make it as long as you like, make it right down to the bottom of the page if you want. Make the bird your own character, that'd be great. So next week it's May, and it may be random. We're going to have a random week. Leave your comments on the YouTube and let me know your suggestions, and we'll just do random stuff like I've done my random stuff here. We've got vehicles, animals, motorcyclists, all sorts. I'm going to leave it up to you. So leave a comment, share it with your friends. Let's get everybody drawing. Let's get the whole nation drawing if we can. I'm going to be shading this in. I love shading in with my really cheap biro. I like cheap stuff because it works just as well as anything. If you can draw, that's where the skill is, in your hand, not the pens. So I'll see you after the weekend, and keep those drawings coming in. I'm loving to see your work. See you then. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.